Good evening. Welcome back to the Proving Grounds. Today, I found an interesting product at Walmart again. Its Stealth Cam makes a digital night vision monocular, but it's also a camera. Says it records in 4K, advanced low light CMOS sensor, 3 to 20 millimeter high quality objective lens, 1.5 inch high resolution TFT display. So it's $138. If it even works decently with no light, I think $138 for a night vision camera is it's a win. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna unbox it here, and we're gonna take a look at see what it looks like. All right, so it wasn't too hard to get into. All right, okay, so feels good. It's heavy. It's heavy. It doesn't feel really cheap. It's got 4 buttons on the top, one for zoom, one for feet, FPS, one IR, and one here's the record button. On the back, you got the on-off power. You got the port here, where looks like that's where your SD card goes, and something else goes in there. It looks like a Samsung Galaxy charge port. Okay, this here says rotate lens for proper focus, rotate eyepiece for proper focus. So I'm sure that's your eye relief. This is your focus as you use the camera or monocular, whatever you want to call it. So there's that. It comes with a bag. Cheap little bag. Yeah. And here's the instructions. Now, here at the Proving Grounds, normally we don't mess with instructions because we're badasses. But with this, we're going to read some instructions. So, yeah, so that was a waste of time because they're only like 3 pages long, and it doesn't really have any diagrams of any kind. It doesn't really say what to do. Doesn't say how to format the memory card. So we're going to try to do this on our own, just like always. So here we go. All right. So first thing we're going to do is look around, and it says right here that this is where the batteries go in the bottom of it. There is just a small pullback clip. There it goes, opens up. Now, the one thing is, I looked all through the instructions. I couldn't find which way to put the batteries in. There's nothing here that says it, but looking at these here, it looks like the ones that have metal present in the middle are going to be your positive sides. The ones that just have an open ring right here will be your negative sides. So we're going to try to put them in like that and see if that will make it turn on. We're going to find out. It's a little bit tricky when you're looking at it from this direction. So I'll let you know if that works here in a second. We'll put them in accordingly. I guess that would be the backwards way. See, it is. It's confusing. Yeah, it's very confusing. So we're going to put that there, this here, and this here. Okay, so what it looks like is right here, they're all opposite from one another. So I'm going to turn it on like this, because that door just shuts, and it shuts really easily. And the power button's back here on the back of it. We're going to go ahead and hold that for 1.5 seconds and see if this, oh, there it goes. You can see in the lens that it turned on. So yeah, it turned on, and it turned on in photo mode, whatever that means. I can hit this. Okay, so it turned on in night vision as well. I guess I can change the modes that it goes through. Yeah, 1x. Yep. Okay, 30 feet per second, 25 feet per second. We're going to leave it on 30 feet per second because I like that. So yeah, that looks like it's how it turns on. That the batteries go in that way, so that they go negative, negative, positive, positive, kind of like a 4 on the dice. So that's how that'll work. So yeah, it turned on fine. We're gonna see how this works outside and we're going to see if we can figure out how we can get this into the day vision. I'll be right back with you. All right, so I went outside and I looked around through it. I turned it on and I was looking around, and the picture is pretty decent for $138. It is black and white. As long as you're on focus 1, not 2 or 3, it's pretty good. On 2 and 3, it doesn't matter really how much you focus it. You don't get a very clear picture. It wasn't bad out to about 200 feet. But the IR light here that pushes the infrared light out actually was pretty bright. It's a dull red light. With night vision, you wouldn't expect, and I've been around a lot of night vision, you would not expect to have a dull red light coming out the front of it. So that was a little disappointing, but the focus was really good. It's very smooth. The eye relief was very nice and smooth. The buttons worked well. The feet per second, the IR, go day and night. So I wanted to shoot some video through it because that's how I was going to show you what it looked like. It says it was 4K and I wanted to see. So I went and I turned it off to put the memory card in it, and the power button went soft. Just went spongy. And it alarmed me a little bit. So I went to try to turn it back on. There's nothing. It won't click. The power button's dead. The batteries are correct. Everything's correct. The power button just went dead on the third time I used it. The third time I pressed the power button, it stopped working. So this is not a quality product. The night vision end of it was decent. For $138, I couldn't really argue with it. I mean, you weren't getting more than a couple hundred feet, but I mean, I don't know how much more you would want. Yeah, the light was bright. You could definitely see the IR light. But for $138, I don't know what more you would expect. However, it doesn't matter how cheap it is if it don't work. And it don't work. Imagine you going out with your friends. You got everybody going out coyote hunting. You're going out to have a good time. You drive an hour out to your hunting lease to call the coyote herd. You get out there, you turn it on, and then you go to turn it off for a minute, put some new batteries in it, whatnot, change the SD card, you turn it back on, and it won't turn on. Stealth Cam, do better. This is inconsiderate. When you put a product like this out to a consumer, it's over $100. There's no value in something that don't work. You can do better than this. This is trash. So as always, thank you for coming back to the Proving Grounds. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, share, like, and comment. We always want to hear from you. Here at our channel, we want to show you what has value and what does not, and this does not have value. We don't want to be spending our hard-earned money on things that aren't worth it, and we do want to spend it where it is. As always, thank you for coming back. Have a good night.